This L203 Ghetto Reactions, and I'm back with another reaction video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me on my Instagram at L203 Ghetto Reaction. The rest is in the description. Hey, how you doing this morning, people? And I'm back with another video. This is FBG Duck's final chilling moments before he was sent up. I want to send condolences out to his family and friends. And a lot of people might, really get upset with what I'm about to say. I send my condolences and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think, my opinion, I think his mom's doing a little too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? She calling out name. I know it's her son, and I know that what went down with her son was fucked up. But at the same time, you got to look at it like this: F Duck would have caught one of them niggas out, who knows what he would have did. You know what I'm saying? So they was really hunting for one another. Duck was lacking. Because if that was vice versa and it was Vaughn or Moa or one of them and Duck had got that call, oh, you best believe Duck and them was on their way. They probably wouldn't have did it like that, but who knows? They probably would have did it in a dumber way than the way Muat and them did it. Again, I'm an OTF fan. I'm an O Block fan. I love their music. But right is right and wrong is wrong with any situation. He was caught lacking. That's just the bottom line, man. That was the rules that they all was living by. Think about that. What would have happened if that was vice versa and Duck would have had got that call that Muat and Vaughn or one or two of the old block niggas was downtown? Think about that. Because they was hunting one another. They was doing the street code. They was doing what gang members do, what street niggas do. And you can't pay me to believe that mama didn't know what the hell was going on. Can't pay me to believe that mama didn't know what was going on, because it was other videos when they said that mad niggas from the hood used to stay up in the crib, used to sleep anywhere, fall asleep anywhere. So moms knew what was going on. That's the street code shit, man. That's what they had lived by. And in my opinion, for his moms to be going that far, going on, you know what I'm saying, going on internet, screaming out names and all of that shit. Let's scream out the names that your son did, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? What if they, the parents, the people that he hurt? Because in that game, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, you die by that gun. You know what I'm saying? You live by the gun, you die by the gun, you die by that gun. So Duck, to me, wasn't doing nothing different than what Vaughn and them was doing. He was just caught lacking. And again, for moms to be out there calling out names and working that hard with the police, you wasn't working that hard with the police. You wasn't working that hard with the police with the Duck, with allegedly the street activity that Duck was going through, that Duck was doing. Man, let's get into this video.
10-1, 50 East Oak, shots fired, shots fired. EMS 11 is taking male black Northwestern. 32 is going to go to the hospital, serious condition. We have a total of 4 shooters. In addition to that, I'm being told one of them did have a weapon. An officer needs to be in those ambulances, and they need to be searched.
This was an individual who fancies himself as a rapper, but is also a member of a gang.
Okay. Okay.
But more commonly known by the name FBG FBG Duck. The rapper was gunned down on Oak Street Tuesday, just west of Michigan Avenue, by four men who police say jumped out of two separate vehicles and started shooting.
Damn.
Five alleged Chicago street gang members now facing federal charges in connection with the shooting death of a
Downtown, more downtown, the Gold Coast, downtown.
Tuesday,
Wow, man.
2020. Carlton Weekly, known globally as the popular Chicago rapper FBG Duck of the Flyboy gang set, woke up looking forward to a positive day.
These rappers get more famous when they dead,
It was
when
the
they get
day
killed.
he would buy gifts for his son's birthday, which was just about a week away on the 11th. FBG Duck was a multifaceted man whose character held many roles, but one he embraced the most was being a father. Duck left home that morning, accompanied by his girlfriend at the time. Their destination.
There's no disrespect to the people that made this. This is why we make two versions. This is why we have a ghetto version of these activities that went down, and then we have a version like this. Okay, I'm not saying he didn't love his kids or nothing like that, but if you want to tell a story like this, you got to get deeper. You got to get deeper because this making it seem like he was just a straight up family man. Yeah, it was part of a gang, but he was a rapper and family man. No, he was out there sliding, carrying guns allegedly, everything. Just like, no, I'm not gonna say allegedly because they got videos of it. So he don't they you know what I'm saying? Certain, I mean, you gotta tell it. You gotta tell it, man, how it is because the jurors will see this way. Cause this way is more public size. So they'll see this way. Now, say they see this way and they hear it, then they get a paper in the mail saying they got to be on the jury. It's you know what I'm saying? This to me make Muat and them look worse than they did. I mean, god damn, really, you can't look no worse. Like, but it to me it put a biased thought in the juror's mind. So if you're gonna tell a story, tell a whole story, tell how that man really was. You know what I'm saying? Don't make him seem like a saint.
Destination was the Gold Coast area, a luxury and boutique shop district near the city's downtown. What Doug didn't know was that rivals outside of his gang was also planning to arrive at a destination as well. But the destination was him. 4:10 p.m. on Oak Street, FBG Duck was in the vicinity. He got out of the car, driven by his girlfriend, and is said to have stood in a line outside. His mother, known to the industry as Mama Duck, confirms that at the time, he was in fact shopping for his son's upcoming birthday. Duck was
A lot
probably
to say. A lot to say. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Damn. Yeah, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
We all smiles thinking about how much his son would be happy. But the truth is, his son would be stricken with grief for the time on his father's life, only having a couple minutes left. As Duck was outside, those plotting on his life got into action. How they knew he was there? Most likely tipped off. Surveillance cameras captured the moment events were set into motion, showing what is believed to be a covert mission in progress. Assailant Charles Liggins, also known as C. Murder, Christopher Thomas, also known as C. Thang, Kenneth Robertson, also known as Kenny or Kenny Mack, and Marcus Smart, also known as Muwop, were captured on footage running down a stairwell at Parkway Gardens at 63rd and Martin Luther King Drive. Affidavit records state Smart, aka Muwop, and one other got into a Ford Fusion owned by Carlos Offord, also known as Los. The FBI believed Liggins, aka C. Murder, got into a Chrysler 300 with the remaining two. From there, investigators were able to trace the vehicle's path from Parkway Gardens to the scene of the murder using video surveillance and police POD cameras. It was only a couple of minutes before Duck was targeted.
Hey, yo, my video messed up. I fucked up bad. No, sorry. I had to go fix it. I guess I'm just gonna let it keep going.
But so many events were at play in that time span. Around the time Weekly,
Sorry about
aka
that.
FBG Duck, got out of the car on Oak Street, the feds report that the Fusion and Chrysler were seen traveling in the same direction in the 6200 block of South Wentworth, just 5 seconds apart. The vehicles were spotted on camera in at least 7 additional locations. 4:14 p.m. Police scanners begin to light up with chatters on something going down.
Units in Fort, units in 18 and citywide, getting a person with a gun. 570 East Oak, 57 East Oak, also getting the address of 46 East Oak. Caller states that there was a male black with reflective sunglasses and a black hoodie with a gun who was chasing another male who was last seen running westbound on Oak. The male with the weapon got into a black sedan and was last seen westbound. Also, the second ticket states that a male black just pulled out a gun on a group of females. Again, fled in a black sedan. The offender was wearing a black hoodie. Nothing further.
4:15 p.m. Reporters over the scanner again detailed sightings of more suspicious activity. Two males ran inside the Montclair store claiming to be hiding from someone.
And for the units in 18, be advised, we're now getting another ticket of a check the well-being at 33 East Oak Street at T-Mobile. Caller states two males just ran inside the store stating that they are hiding from someone. That's at T-Mobile, 33 East Oak Street.
The clock was ticking, and with each minute, the assailants drew closer and closer to FBG Duck. 4:21 p.m. The scanners report three guys in what appeared to be a black Infiniti at 33 East Oak heading westbound on Oak. Minutes until Duck's assassination was carried out. A witness, Antonio Moffett, detailed what happened within minutes to news reporters.
It's a tragedy. I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful. And those two gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
And later in a text message, according to
I
his
thought they
version of
got out the
events,
car.
the shooting he witnessed was the first shooting with the guy walking out of the store with another, as if they knew each other. Then
Oh,
one brandished a firearm and opened fire before running in Duck's direction. Combining his statement with his interview footage, it shows him pointing towards the COS store. The guy running towards Duck's direction at the store was rumored to be an affiliate known as Day Day. At 4:26 p.m., in the first block of East Oak Street, the assailant found their target. The Fusion and the Chrysler stopped just in front of the dark-colored sedan that had been driven by FBG Duck's girlfriend. Two people jumped out of the passenger side of the Fusion and opened fire at FBG Duck, who sought shelter behind his girlfriend's car, with another person rumored to have been Day Day. Two people then also got out of the passenger side of the Chrysler. One, the front passenger, opened fire on Duck's girlfriend, while the other fired on Duck before making their escape. FBG Duck's girlfriend was listed as being shot twice in the left wrist, while Day Day, who was behind the car with Duck, was shot 3 times and was left in critical condition.
Wow.
Okay, we have a 10-1, 50 East Oak, shots fired, shots fired. 10-1, 50 East Oak, shots fired. 1883 Robert, 10-1. So we got at least 2 people shot right here. 70 East Oak.
FBG Duck was hit multiple times and left fighting for his life along with Day Day. FBG Duck reportedly had a gun on him, and it was found at the scene of the incident. But later, his mother clarified it was his female companion who had the gun and fired back, as Duck never went anywhere without someone licensed to carry around him. Sadly, FBG Duck didn't make it. He succumbed to his injuries.
See, pictures with guns and everything. So what lifestyle do you really think that he was living out there? Go back and look at videos. Not justifying him being dead, but tell the story how it really supposed to be.
One black male was reported in critical condition with serious wounds to the neck area.
EMS 11 is taking male black Northwestern. 32 is going to go to the hospital. Serious condition, wounds to the neck and ear area.
Both Duck and Day Day were in bad condition, so as to who in particular the dispatch was referring to is unsure. But images of Day Day after surviving the attack show his chest area stitched up, so it leans towards Duck being the one stated in critical condition. At the scene of the crime, officers reported to have collected 38
I thought he died
including one .357
there.
casing. At the same time, the assailant, having accomplished their mission to bring an end to FBG Duck's life, was now focused on their getaway. The police scanner kept track of information being filtered in of sightings. The Chrysler was spotted on police cameras in 8 additional locations before surveillance video showed it returning to Parkway Garden at 4:56 p.m. According to affidavit files, the video showed Liggins, aka C. Murder, getting out of a passenger seat. Duck was gone, and it sent a shockwave through the industry and his home. According to his mother, who later sat down with popular media platforms Vlad TV, an entire new spin on the incident was brought to light.
Because they spotted him. But truth be told, they was going to kill him in that store. But he decided to leave, doing his duty that he didn't put them people at risk. He even told one of the young ladies in the store, get in her car and leave.
The ones responsible was in the wind.
There's so many stories about that, man. There's so many stories.
Chicago police reportedly found the Chrysler in the 2100 block of Gunderson in Berwyn and towed it. A search was conducted on August 13, 2020, where investigators allegedly found a handwritten note that appeared to list Liggins, aka C. Murder's Facebook and Instagram accounts, as well as a phone number for Liggins and BM, which the FBI took to mean
Baby mama.
In the midst of the intense events that took Duck's life, initial reports listed the escaped vehicle as a dark gray Chrysler and black Infiniti. But the actual models of the car were later determined to be a black Ford Taurus and a silver Chrysler 300. The plates of the black Ford were checked and found to be registered to DeCarlos Offered, aka Los.
No, that's why we got hot cars, man. That's why we got hot cars stashed away for in the hood, man. Y'all doing murders. Excuse me. Man, listen, man. Y'all sending niggas up in the cars that's in your name. With cars that's in your name. Hope that makes sense.
Dive deeper to connect the dots.
Come on, man. Y'all dudes should have been better than that.
From online posts referencing the shooting in code, interviews with affiliates hinting to carry out the hit, to music videos and posts, law enforcement had all they needed, along with numerous surveillance footage to make their arrest.
The indictment alleges the 5 used social media to brag about their crimes as a way to intimidate rivals and promote their standing within the gang, which operates in the 63rd and King Drive area. But U.S. Attorney Lausch says by using social media, in a way, they set their own trap.
The FBI conducted
basically
in the vicinity of O Block, where they apprehended the perpetrators on charges for the murder of FBG Duck. His family and friends had some sense of closure.
I'm going to leave y'all with this. They arrested the four that killed my son. And guess what? It's over. It's over.
As of now, the case is still ongoing.
Wow. Stop, man. Stop.
Still, no one truly won.
Stop. 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 Yo, that's what pisses me off, man. I had a little bit more respect for her as she came out and said, yeah, my son was doing what he do, whatever, boom, but he didn't need to die like that, whatever. So what about the people that he hurt? Go strong and connect with their parents. Connect with their parents. You act like your son was out what was a college graduate, was a good kid. He didn't do no wrong. And again, I'm gonna leave y'all with this right here. If FBG Duck would have got that same call that Muwap and them got, then what would you be saying? Then what would you be saying? Because they was after one another. You know what I'm saying? So Duck would have seen him, or would have seen them, he would have let off too. It's just that he was lacking. He was lacking. He thought that he couldn't be touched where he was at. You never think that in a battle of war, man. You ain't safe nowhere. You ain't even safe out of town, my nigga. Chalk it up and get mad that the fact that he was lacking. But that man hurt people too, allegedly. That dude too was carrying guns and had big guns. That was smart. That's always have somebody with him with a gun. Then that means she was lacking. She wasn't on point. Everybody was comfortable because of where they was at, and they was lacking. That's just that. A Duck would have caught them niggas lacking, it would have been the other way around. It would have been the other way around. Call it what it is and say the stories the way the stories should be said. Neither one of them, none of them was saints. All of them had their own shit that they was into. And it wasn't positive shit. Go back and look at the videos before he got sent up. If he would have got that call, Mubot and it would have been saying something different. L203 Ghetto Reactions. I'm out. L203 Ghetto